The world stood still as Hollywood's brightest stars gathered beneath a golden California sky to say goodbye to the incomparable Diane Keaton, an icon whose warmth, wit, and timeless charm shaped generations of cinema. The moment was already heavy with emotion, but what happened next left everyone in tears when Goldie Hawn stepped forward to deliver a tribute so raw, so heartfelt, that even the toughest faces in the crowd broke down. Wearing one of Diane's signature bowler hats, a quiet nod to her friend's quirky, unforgettable style, Goldie's voice trembled as she began. Diane didn't just act, she lived every line as if the world depended on it. The crowd fell silent. In front of them sat the simple wooden casket Diane had chosen years earlier, surrounded by white roses and framed black and white photos from her earliest days on set. Goldie spoke of their decades-long friendship, how they met in the chaotic energy of 1970s Hollywood, two young women fighting for respect in an industry that often refused to listen. "We laughed our way through fear," Goldie said softly. "We found power in the places they told us we didn't belong." Her words painted a picture not of the glamorous Diane Keaton everyone saw on screen, but of the fiercely loyal friend who stayed up late talking about life, love, and the struggle to stay true to oneself in a business built on pretending. As she spoke, Al Pacino, visibly emotional, wiped away tears, their Godfather bond never fading through time. The funeral, held in a small Los Angeles chapel that Diane loved for its simplicity, was more a celebration than a goodbye. Goldie shared how Diane's laughter could fill an entire room and how she refused to let heartbreak change her, even after years of solitude and loss. "She taught me that growing older wasn't about fading," Goldie said. "It was about shining brighter, even as the light gets softer." The crowd nodded, many smiling through tears as clips of Diane's greatest moments, from Annie Hall to Something's Gotta Give, played quietly on a screen behind her. Then came the moment that silenced even the whispers. Goldie placed a single sunflower, Diane's favorite, on the casket and whispered, "You lived exactly how you wanted, my friend." The room erupted into a standing ovation, a mix of applause and sobs, something rarely seen at a funeral. In that instant, the somber service turned into a celebration of resilience, artistry, and unapologetic individuality. Friends later said that Goldie's speech captured Diane's spirit better than any tribute could, honest, a little messy, and full of humor even in heartbreak. Among the mourners were longtime friends like Warren Beatty, Meryl Streep, and Steve Martin, each leaving the service in quiet reflection. Many noted that Diane's will had included a final wish, for her ashes to be scattered in the garden of her childhood home in Los Angeles, beside the tree she used to climb as a little girl dreaming about movies. In her last years, she had often spoken about peace, saying she didn't fear death, only the thought of leaving stories untold. Goldie's tribute made sure that her story, in all its brilliance and imperfections, would live on. Even the press, usually hungry for spectacle, stayed silent that day, capturing instead the image of Goldie and Diane's daughters walking hand in hand out of the chapel, sunlight breaking through the stained glass. As fans around the world watched the footage, social media flooded with messages calling it the most beautiful Hollywood farewell ever. Because Diane Keaton's legacy wasn't about fame or fortune, it was about living authentically, laughing loudly, and loving deeply. And thanks to Goldie Hawn's powerful words, the world will never forget that behind every eccentric outfit, every witty line, and every fearless role, there was a woman who believed in joy even in the face of goodbye.